What's up, guys? Welcome to the live. If you're just tuning in, today we're talking about how to make money using your voice home on the range, and the USB mic. And no, it's not by singing. I'm a voice actor. I've been doing voices since 2010, so it's been 13 years now. I want to talk about my story, how I got into this, and how you can do this too. So basically, I was going to college. I was a normal dude, had a normal job. I went to retail, hated it. I guess maybe it was destiny, but I found the website called Fiverr online, which is basically where you can offer any kind of service as a freelancer, and people will pay you for anything, whether that's writing poetry, audio editing, making art, giving language lesson, anything you could think of. You can sell it as a service as a freelancer online. So I thought, you know what, let me take a stab at this. Let me try this out. It's nice to make some money on the side. So I actually started offering artwork because I consider myself an artist. I like to draw. I like to make digital art. And it actually worked. I actually started getting some customers online. And I was blown. I was just shocked that people wanted to pay me to do something I loved. So I thought, what else could I do? And I don't know what gave me the idea, but I thought, why not offer voiceovers? And for those of you that don't know what a voiceover is, it's basically when a company gives you a script through email or messages, whatever. They give you a script and you record that script through a microphone. The company uses your voice to put in a commercial, an ad, an audiobook, a video game, any sort of application that uses voices. That is a voiceover. And this industry, this voiceover industry, needs voices of all kinds. They need male voices, female voices, young, old. I've seen kids do this. No, this is not pre-recorded. This is completely live. So if you guys have questions, feel free to start dropping them on the side, and I will get to those soon as I finish up with this story. But yes, feel free to start asking questions. I've been going live every day, and we've gotten amazing questions, amazing feedback. And I'm really excited I can share this passion with you guys because it has helped me a lot. And I think that a lot of people can also get a lot of value about learning this really incredible skill called voiceover. So, as I mentioned, voiceover is basically when a company uses your voice to put in some sort of media application, which can be anything like a video game, a mobile app, an audiobook, a commercial, an ad on Netflix, a movie trailer, even something as simple as a voicemail at the doctor's office or the announcement at the grocery store. You know, when you're shopping and you hear, "Attention shoppers, we have a special deal for bananas. Now you can get 5 for the price of 2. Go on and go banana slamma. Grocery outlet, bargain market." So that is a voiceover. Somebody recorded that in a booth with a microphone and a script. And I know what you're thinking. You're thinking, well, I don't have a big fancy studio. I don't have a big expensive mic. I don't even know if I have the right voice. And the cool thing is, as I mentioned, I'm a normal dude. I'm a normal guy. I don't have connections to agents and this big fancy studio. I don't even have like this golden voice that was given from the gods. I have a normal sounding voice. Just like, you know, a lot of you, normal sounding dude, just normal dude. And the thing is, I tried it and it worked, and that's how I discovered how there's a need for so many different sounding voices. Like I said, I've seen kids do this. I've seen 30, 40, 50-year-olds, 60-year-olds do this. So there is no age. There is no like right voice. Don't worry if you have the right voice, because it doesn't exist. There is no right perfect voice. They need people of all different demographics to connect with different demographics and different markets. Matter of fact, if you can do different voices like cartoon voices, impressions, speak different languages, that's another way to market yourself, and you can make more money because you're appealing to more customers in different markets. So it's amazing like how many opportunities are in this world. So that's basically my story. I was a normal dude, went to college. I was studying art, painting baskets of fruit during class, and I had a normal retail job, which I didn't really like very much. I mean, we all kind of been there. If you work retail, you know what I'm talking about. It's boring, you know, it's not a fun job. But then I got into this. I started recording voiceovers with a USB mic, It wasn't even a fancy, expensive mic. My first mic was only 50 bucks, simple USB plug and play. And I started learning how to train my voice and practice and kind of how to bring scripts to life over the years. And I've learned so much about like how to run a business in voiceover and how to actually get customers and just what people are looking for. And I've helped a lot of people also start becoming voiceovers on their own. So that's what I'm here to give you guys advice, answer questions, and basically just have a good time. So I'll probably be on here for maybe 10-15 minutes. Thank you guys for the 511 likes. We're off to a strong start. So let's dive into the questions and see what you guys are wondering. I'm going to start at the tip top. What if I have an accent? As I mentioned, if you have an accent, a different language, that's okay. You are appealing to a specific demographic. A good example I like to give is, think about barbecue ribs. If I do a commercial for a restaurant selling barbecue ribs, it might be all right. You know, I'd say something like, check out our new barbecue ribs. They're delicious. They're smoking hot now at Applebee's. But if you have that southern accent, that powerful southern drawl that says new barbecue ribs at Applebee's, nobody makes them better than the South. You know, it has a totally different feel and meaning. And that's what I'm talking about. Different accents and different voices have different power and different feelings and different effects on people. So that's why I'm saying different studios and companies need your voice, specifically yours. You'd be surprised if your voice is unique sounding or has some special quality to it. You know, it's a positive thing, and that's what's really cool about it. So again, don't worry about having that, you know, myth of a nice voice, that perfect voice. You don't need to have this mythological perfect voice. What's the best site to check out? So I've used Fiverr since I started. Fiverr is a great website. Also Upwork is another good one, and ACX. But don't make the mistake of just signing up, making an account, and thinking that work is just going to fall into your lap. It doesn't work like that. It is an art. Voiceover is an art, and so you have to put some training into your voice. You have to know how to bring this script to life. You have to know how to give it feeling, and you have to understand your proper mic technique, and also how to use your audio to record good sounding voiceovers. So I made a beginner's course that actually teaches you this step by step. The link is in my bio for anybody interested. And I put in practice scripts. I put in the step by step how to record, how to warm up, what exercises you need to know to sound like a pro, how to make a booth at home. It's all in the beginner's course. It's 27 bucks, so super affordable. Check that out for anybody who wants to get started in this, to take that next step. Let's get to that next question. And we're at 1,600 likes, guys. That's very impressive. Thanks for the love. That shows me that you guys are appreciating this information, so that makes me very happy. I was actually on the way to visit my mom. My mom lives kind of close to me, but it started raining, and I'm thinking, let me go live and answer some questions, see who's on tonight. What else do we got? I think I can do this. Yes, you definitely can, and I love that you said that. The mentality is important. It all starts up here. You have to tell yourself, I can do this. I'm gonna make it happen. I'm gonna give it a shot. Because if you have doubts, if you have hesitation, then that's only gonna, you know, hold you back. So if you think, I'm not sure if I sound good, I'm not sure if anyone's gonna want me, maybe I'll try, it's that you're communicating to your body, to your potential future. Basically, you're telling yourself, you're holding yourself back is what I'm saying. So don't do that. Your mind needs to believe. Your mind needs to believe first. So tell yourself, yes, I'm going to do this. I'm going to learn. I'm going to train myself. I'm going to show up to the lives. I also have a YouTube channel. I forgot to mention. Voiceover Freedom on YouTube. So for anybody that's not ready for that beginner's course that I mentioned, check out YouTube. I talk about important topics about getting started, perfect for beginners, things like that. Voiceover Freedom on YouTube. But my best content is going to be in that beginner's course I mentioned, which is in the link in my bio. I have a deep voice. What are the chances of me getting customers, and how do I start? So I'm not sure if you're a male or a female, but it doesn't matter. Like I said, if you have a deep voice, if you have any interesting quality about your voice, that is only going to make you more marketable, because you are standing out from all of these other voices that sound the same or they don't know what they're doing. You have that uniqueness to your voice. So again, the most important thing, more important than what you sound like, is, do you understand how to bring a script to life? Do you know what the fundamentals of a good voiceover are? Some of those are speed, enunciation, pauses, style, flow. All of these things add up together and create a good voiceover experience. For example, pauses. The way that you use pauses can totally change the meaning of what you're about to say. And it makes people kind of sit on the edge of their seat, wondering about what you're going to say next. See how I use pauses to kind of create a different feeling of anticipation? That's what I'm talking about. You have to understand what each thing does, the fundamentals of voiceover. And again, I teach this stuff in my beginner's course. It's simple stuff, but you just have to spend some time to learn it. Like I said, it's simple, it's fun. You can learn how to do this. You don't have to be a superhuman, super like golden voice. That's not true. That's not necessary. You just have to understand these basic fundamentals that I'm talking about. And train your voice, of course. It does take some dedication and some practice. What's the best program to record with? That's going to be, for beginners, I would recommend Audacity. It's what I used. It's free. I used that when I was starting out. It's available for PC and Mac. So pretty simple. It's my recommendation on that right there. What else? What sites? Fiverr, Upwork, and ACX are going to be great sites. Again, do not make the mistake of just signing up on there, because if you do that and you don't know kind of what you're doing, you're not going to get work. I'm sorry. It doesn't happen that way. You have to learn the art. You have to learn mic technique, how to record. Like I said, take my beginner's course if you do want to take that next step. If you're not ready yet, then check out my YouTube. That's got some free kind of conversations about a little bit more about the voiceover world. But again, I don't want you to just sign up and think, all right, money's going to fall into my lap, because I'm keeping real with you guys. It's not that easy. It's not a overnight, get rich. No, it doesn't happen like that, but it is attainable and it's very doable. I just want to show you the right way to do it. I want to set you up for success. What just happened? Do it again. I don't know what did just happen. What was I doing? And thank you guys for the love. We're at 3,000 likes, so that lets me know that you're enjoying this. So thank you so much. That keeps me motivated to keep going, because I love talking about this. I'm very passionate about it. What else? What can a person do to train their voice? So there's a lot of different things that you can do to train your voice. Besides coaching, classes, exercises that you need to know, you can practice reading out loud. You can practice reading in front of people. Anything that uses your voice in front of a microphone, even something like karaoke. There's so many different ways to train your voice. You're basically getting used to hearing yourself speaking out loud. But there's tons of targeted exercises that you can actually do that get you to sound good. Again, those exercises are in my beginners program in the link in my bio. I keep saying it because it's very important. And if you want to learn, check that out. But just to give you some ideas, practicing out loud, reading out loud, anything that uses your voice in front of people, that's going to help train your voice. But again, there's so many different ways to do that. Would I need to make a demo reel to send out to companies? So back in the old days, you would have to make a physical reel and mail it out to agencies and companies. Nowadays, with the internet, you don't have to make a physical reel, but you do have to make a demo reel. I'm glad you brought that up. But we send it through email nowadays. So yes, you do have to make a demo reel. For those of you curious, a demo reel is basically like your business card in the voiceover world that showcases what you sound like. Are baritone bass voices sought out of? Yes, they are. All kinds of voices are sought out of. I've seen it all. There's an industry for all kinds of voices. Double tap your screen so the live will reach more people. Thank you for that. I appreciate you, Chris Poet. Nice to see you again. What if you get arrested for doing this? Please give me an example of how you would get arrested. I've never heard that in my entire life. Been doing this since 2010. This is something you're doing from, the comfort of your home. I've never heard of that. Hey bud, when will you make a video tutorial on how to sign up step by step for Upwork? So I do have those tutorials. They're in my course on my website. So some of that material, the best material I save for the people who are most dedicated about that. So it does exist, but it is on my program because it takes a lot of work to put together. And again, I want the most interested people to see that. So check it out, voiceoverfreedom.com if you are interested. What if we don't know how to edit? So you have to learn. You have to learn whatever that may be. Someone can show you. You can take some classes. Again, I keep bringing it up, but I do have that tutorial and the link in my bio. But yes, you do need some help. I would not recommend learning it on your own because it takes the longest when you do it on your own. Trust me, because that's the route I took and it wasn't fun. I wish I would have just taken a class or a course, like a really, $30 course, and you learn everything. So that's what I recommend. How did you come across this profession? It's very random, but cool. Like I said, I was going to college, working a normal job, and I just came home and I signed up on Fiverr, and I was thinking, what could I do? What could I do? And I made a profile for voiceovers because I already kind of had some experience from like speech classes in high school. So I felt like I could do it. And it took a little bit, maybe like 2 to 3 weeks to get my first customer, but I got the ball rolling. Then I learned like more and more and more. And now it's been 13 years. Yeah, 13 years. And I'm bringing you guys the experience and the sauce. Your voice is great, but your face is so seductive. Sorry, I had to say that. Wow. Well, thank you. I will take that compliment. Is it a good idea to send the client 2 or 3 style reads? That is a really great question. I'm happy you asked that. Yes, it is, and it also isn't. So it's a good idea because it's really great customer service. You're going above and beyond, and I highly, highly recommend that because that's what's going to keep them coming back. It's part of having a good running business is that excellent customer service. But the problem is, be careful because you're also training your customer on what to expect in the future. So if you one day say, you know what, I'm going all out, I'm going to give them 3, 4, 5 different reads, your customer is now going to expect this in the future. And you could make money off of additional reads. So you could be selling yourself a little short. So I would say keep it to just 1 extra read. If you're going to do that, do 1 extra read. And if they need any additional takes, you can charge for that, and you should. You are talented. If you're talented at something, you should be paid for that. So, great question. I hope that helped you out. What is your rest? I'm trying to do this in public. If you do voiceovers in public, you're not going to be doing it in public. You're going to be doing this in either at home, in your booth, your bedroom, closet. So that's what I would recommend. It seems really difficult to break into this profession. So I'm not going to say it's not an overnight thing, but I would say it's not as difficult as you might think. Again, you don't need to have a fancy, super expensive microphone. Don't need to have a fancy studio. You don't even need to have the perfect voice. What you do need is you do need to spend some time training the voice you do have. Again, understanding pauses, emphasis, speed, how to bring a script to life, basically. And then you need the microphone. You need to understand how to use it, how to use your audio software. Simple stuff. It's not rocket science, but you do have to spend some time to learn it. Whether that's, learning from me in my program or just doing some research on Google, kind of hunting down the information, whatever you choose, you do have to spend some time to figure that out. But you can do this. You can do this. I'm telling you. Autocorrect. What if you get arrested for doing this in public? Don't elaborate how you would get arrested. I don't know where you're coming from. Thank you guys for the love. We're at 4,000 likes. That is really cool. That is really amazing. You guys make it hard to leave. You're very awesome. You guys are my people. What else do we got here? Yes, please invest in XLR mics. There's Audio-Technica for just $100, which is a good start for paying. Yes, so XLR mics, good point. XLR mics are better quality generally. And I would recommend something at least $100 and up. So I'm glad you mentioned that number. However, I did get started with, again, a Yeti, which was $130. and that's a USB mic. And now I have the Yeti Pro, which is a USB and XLR microphone. So yes, if you can afford it, go the XLR route. That's fine. But I'm saying some people don't have, you know, the funds for an XLR microphone. So that's why I'm saying you can use a USB if you have to. That's what I used starting out. I made it happen. If you make your booth sound great, if you know how to edit audio, you can make it sound really good. And I've done it, so I know that it is possible. But yes, of course, if you can afford better gear, get the better gear. But if you can't afford it, then you can start off with the USB mic. It's basically what I'm saying. But yes, I do agree with that comment. Hey, can you make a video of step-by-step how to start earning without experience of voice acting? Check out my YouTube channel, Voiceover Freedom on YouTube. Is Cool Edit Pro good, or is there a better editing program? I personally use FL Studio. There's a lot of editing programs. They're all different. But usually the paid ones are better than the free ones. What is something you could put on your profile to help you get jobs? Your demo reel. That's going to be one of the best make or break things that you can do for getting jobs. It's having a good demo reel. Again, companies are coming to your profile. They're listening to what you sound like and what your demo reel is like. If they like what they hear, they'll book you. So make sure that, again, train your voice. It all starts with the voice, how you sound. And do you sound professional? You know, do you understand kind of how to read a script and give it life? Those kinds of things. And it's super fun to learn. Again, it's not, I hope I'm not scaring you. It's very doable. You just have to, again, train your voice. Me. How much does it cost to set up your own studio? So that does depend on how fancy you want to get. It doesn't have to be all bells and whistles, but if you just want to practice, you're just getting started, you can use blankets and pillows. If you want to invest a little bit, you can use moving blankets from the hardware store. Those work really great. I've seen some voice actors use moving blankets in their closet. If you want to go a little more professional, kind of what I've done is use sound panels. You can use 2-inch sound panels or acoustic panels, which are very professional but much more expensive. So those are kind of your options to start to set up your studio, and that's they all have different price points. So you can go from free, which is blankets and pillows, to sound panels, which are maybe like $100, to acoustic panels, which are like $100 each. So different price points for you there. And again, you can learn how to set up your booth step by step if you check out the course in my the link in my bio. I have put together a beginner's course that gets you started and on the road to doing this. So for those of you who want to get started, check that out. Do I need to have experience to be voice for training videos, reading books? You don't necessarily have to have had experience recording voiceovers before, but if you have had experience reading out loud or doing these types of projects, that is a good thing. That's going to help you. You need to make sure that you sound good when you're going to be on the microphone, so that when you start recording, it sounds great. It sounds engaging. It sounds interesting. Again, that just comes with having a trained voice. What if you never edited before? If you never edited before, it's okay. You just have to learn. Again, step by step, you gotta learn how to use the audio software. So you can learn. Easiest way to make a demo. Can I make my phone? Easiest way to make a demo is to have the scripts. Practice your voice, rehearse, practice it a couple times until you find one that you like. Put some music behind it, and then you're good to go. Again, you are going to update your demo reel through the years as you get better. So don't think that your first demo reel is going to be perfect. It's not. Mine first one definitely wasn't, but again, the important thing is that you take action. Start practicing your voice, start training it, and little by little you'll get there. What are you doing, bro? What is that? Can you explain it to us? New here in your live. So again, to make money using your voice and using a USB mic is called voiceover work. You can do that from the comfort of your home. It's what I've been doing since 2010. Best thing that ever happened to me. And I post every day on my TikTok different jobs I get. And I do these lives to kind of answer questions because I'm passionate about it, and I find people who are like really curious about this. Does your course teach editing? Yes, it does. It teaches step by step how to use Audacity, how to make your voices sound clear. So that's what I'm saying. You're getting a lot of value in that beginner's course. You're learning how to use your mic, have proper mic technique, how to train your voice, the right exercises you need to know to make yourself sound like a pro, and even how to start recording. And it's just 27 bucks. So the price of a large pizza, you're already on your way. What else? Just got here. What do you do? So yes, voiceovers from home. What website do you use for looking at gigs? Fiverr, ACX, Upwork are going to be good. But again, don't just sign up. You got to train your voice. There's a couple steps you got to take before you sign up online. Very importante. I hope that rain is not distracting, because it is raining here. We're at 5,000 likes, guys. Thank you for the love. That is amazing. Thanks for tapping that screen. That lets me know that you guys are enjoying the information. Are audiobooks good for making cha-ching? Yes, they are good for making cha-ching. One cool thing about audiobooks in particular is that you can get paid royalties for doing audiobooks. That means that whenever the author's book sells, you get a cut of that sale. And even though you only recorded it once. So something very cool to think about. So yeah, audiobooks. And there's a big demand for audiobooks. There's tons of authors that need voices to read their book. And those are kind of on the easier side as well too. So something to think about. I do recommend looking into audiobooks. What else, guys? What's going on? Just coming in. What else? Sorry if I skip over your question. I'm getting a lot here, which is great. That's jobs in general. Do your job. When you start doing... Exactly. When you start doing your job more, they expect more. Exactly. How do you find a topic someone else is doing? Can you elaborate on that question? Can you live a comfortable life doing this profession? Oh, most definitely. So, I do it about an hour a day. Tops, maximum. That's now, though. In the beginning, it did take me a little longer to kind of do the editing, which is normal. But regardless, now I'm doing about 3 to 5K a month. My best month looking more like 8K. And that's just me. I've seen people do 10K. I know a guy that does 10K a month, which is over 6 figures. Somebody left a comment on one of my videos on TikTok that they know somebody that does 250,000 a year. So that's kind of gives you an idea of what's possible if you really, really commit to this. But again, everybody is different. So it just depends on what kind of clients you get, what you charge, again, how often you do this, a lot of different factors. But yes, it is possible if you put in the work, if you make it happen. Yes, it's possible. Love the rain in the back. Yeah, Sunday morning, rain is falling. Is it legit if they start charging to get jobs? I'm not sure I understand your question. Who are you talking about? Legit charging to get jobs? Can we hear yours? I will play my voiceover demo for you guys on another live. I just don't have my laptop convenient with me. This was just a quick just pop in, pop out, answer some questions. Audiobooks, yes, exactly. How and where do you record a demo reel? So you have to record that you can record it from the comfort of your home. Again, you just have to make sure you sound good first. Make sure that you've practiced. Get on that audio software, record it, put some music to it. You will need scripts. So whether you write your own, you find those online somewhere, you are going to need some scripts. I did create 10 different scripts with different genres, and I put those in the beginner's course. For those of you who are in there, you got access to those, and you feel free to use those for your demo reel. What else do we got? Is there a need for accounting voiceovers? Yes, there is definitely. Training voices, any sort of corporate like training voices. There's a ton of needs for that. I've done voices for OSHA, so any type of professions like that. You're the guy with the cute loaf. Oh, yes. Thank you for your comment. I did see your comment. What else? Someone told me I should use my voice. Perfect. Love the sound. How much does it cost for basic setup? You can get a mic for maybe $50 to start out. I'd recommend at least $100. Oh, you didn't dance for the likes. All right. If we get to 6,000, I'll start dancing for the likes. What else? What if you have an accent? That's fine. There's no perfect or right voice. How do you find the right topic that no one else is doing? I see. you don't necessarily, I wouldn't say you necessarily need to find something that no one else is doing. It's a good thing if other people are doing it, because it means that it's popular. So if there's a lot of people doing commercial voices, do a commercial voice. It must be popular. But you do need to be able to stand out. That is very importante. Should you have to pay in order to get paying jobs? No, that's not necessary. If you do sign up on some websites like Voices or Voices 123, you will have to pay, but it's not necessary to start up. Just your startup, like microphone, your booth, things like that, are going to be importante. Oh, we got to 6,000 likes. All right, guys. Dance with me. Groove with me. Well, I think that about does it for tonight. I am gonna head out before it starts raining even more. Again, guys, for any of you guys that want to take that next step, link is in the bio. I put together a beginner's course, teaches you step by step how to record, how to use your mic technique, vocal exercises to get you sounding good and professional. But for those of you just curious, not ready to invest yet, just check out YouTube, VoiceOver Freedom on YouTube. I'm putting up some interesting information there too, so definitely want to see that. But thank you guys for joining in the live. I really appreciate the questions and kind of giving out this information. I'm very passionate. I love talking about it. And very good crowd. Always good questions. Hope you guys have a amazing rest of your night. And thank you guys. I noticed some of you guys are here from the other lives. I'm very happy you guys are showing up again. So thank you guys for showing up from my previous lives. I see you. Don't think I don't see you. I see you guys. I do see you guys. So thank you for those of you who have been showing up to my lives. I usually try to go around the same time. Like, I try to go live around the same time every day. So that's pretty much all I got for you guys. Thanks for popping in. And until the next one, this is Chris signing off.